I really appreciate you being there. We're CNN trying to cover this from as many different locations as possible throughout this region to give all of you at home a complete picture as best we can, given the realities on the ground here. We are also getting a clear picture of the refugee crisis that Russia's invasion has created in Ukraine and on the borders. The UN says more than 500,000 refugees have fled so far, many of them crossing into Poland. CNN senior correspondent Sara Sidner joins us now live from the Ukraine-Poland border. Sara, what have you been seeing in the location you're at?
There's an incredible number of people who just keep coming in waves. They're coming off the train, the tracks are here. They're coming, this is Przemysl, Poland. We're about 30
This is
minutes.
Sara Sidner. Sara, S-A-R-A, Sidner, S-I-D-N-E-R.
That is the border crossing. And you are seeing just waves of people. And we're talking about people who are Ukrainians. We're also talking about students from places like Nigeria and Cameroon and Nepal. You have a lot of different people who are coming through here. There may be this misconception that you're only seeing people who are native to Ukraine, but actually there are a lot of people from a lot of different places that are trying to come through here. And what is incredible, they have this whole area set up. I don't know if we can move just a tad. We are using, just so you know, Anderson, a cell phone to do this. It was the only way we can get out live. But there are goods and services in this room and in the room next to it. And this is the train station. This is normally where people come and get their ticket and then they get on a train. Well, it's been turned into a huge area for people to get goods and services. And when you show up from Ukraine, there are two things that you will see as you come through. You'll see this little note that basically says, basically welcoming Ukrainians to Poland. And, we're glad you're here. It offers you a place to stay. It offers you food if you want to go further into the country or you need transportation. It offers that as well. You can get that help. And then this is actually a way that you can get a job. You can just call the number here and you can apply for a job. So they have this set up. So as soon as people come in, they're really making an effort to make people feel welcome. Now, obviously, they have gone through trauma, the most extreme kind of trauma. They are worried about, for example, there are, mothers and children here who have to leave their husbands behind. There are children who have to leave their fathers behind. There are families who have to leave elderly folks behind because perhaps they cannot travel. One of the things, though, that we are hearing that has been very heartfelt and very sad is some of the people from Nigeria, particularly Black folks. We spoke with a woman from Cameroon, for example, and she said to me, look, the Ukrainian people have been wonderful to us. They've been here 10 years. Her and her husband have been here, and they have a son who is 5 years old. Her name is Naya. She would only give me her first name because she said, we fled Cameroon because there was trouble there. We came here, we were able to go to school, we were able to work in Ukraine. And then this happened. And when it came to trying to leave, she says they were treated very differently. They were pushed off the train, they were shoved, they were treated very poorly. They were left in a train station along with many others for 2 days on a train that usually takes 2 hours. She said she's seen a noticeable difference between the way that Black folks are being treated here and the way that Ukrainians are being treated. However, she made very clear and wanted me to make this point that she has, in her time living in Ukraine, been treated wonderfully. She says people are nice, people are helpful, people want her to do well in that country. But she did notice a very big difference when trying to flee with everyone else. Anderson?
Sara Sidner, appreciate it. We'll continue to check in with you in the hours ahead. Allison, when we cross